I thought there was a chance with Ben. I think no. Look, it's a decision we commit to, and once the decision's made, we all will buy in and try and do the best job for the team. I think we looked at the wicket this morning, and there was a little bit of grass still on it, and thought if it was going to do a bit, it would be first up. And I think, to be honest, it actually did, and I think it could have been justified because we could have easily had them 30 for 3.
And you look at the score at Stumps there, it's 300 odd for 5, and last week it was 360 for 3. With what you did last week and in other games, do you look at that scoreboard and feel just quite relaxed about it?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think a great day would have been 300 for 7 today. If we'd have put 2 more on it in that last session, would have been a very, very good day for us. And what's a very good batting surface from what we've seen today. So, I don't think we actually look at it and say it's probably been a very good day. Obviously, we've got to bowl well in the morning, and hopefully if we can break this partnership where they've played really well, if we can break that, all of a sudden, you're into the towel, and hopefully we can, get batting as soon as possible.
And you obviously started this morning in pretty good rhythm, but were you cursing umpire's call a bit? You were pretty close a few times.
You could say that. Yeah, pretty frustrating morning, really. I think they're decisions which can obviously go your way or not. That is the game we play. But yeah, obviously emotions run high when you're desperate to do well for the team, do well for yourself, and it would have been nice. As I said, it's more the fact that you look at it and had those decisions gone away, the day looks completely different. So, but that is Test cricket, and we move on. I thought he played very well. It's a very good 100. A big one for his team. It felt like we were close to getting him a couple of times RBW where he got a little inside edge on it. But yeah, you probably other than those, it felt like he was in control of pretty much everything and played very well. Credit to him. I'd say so. Yeah, I mean, obviously, across a career, you don't get that many games at your home venue. I think this might be my 4th or 5th Test match here. It's 4th. So, it's not a load. Played a fair amount of white ball cricket for England here, but from a Test match point of view, to play this my 4th, the age I am, I clearly don't come around too often. So they're really special weeks. Obviously, you have a lot of friends and family in the ground, and I've got a love for Warwickshire, which goes deep, and it's all I've ever known. My whole professional career been here. I was here before this stand was here, so I've seen it change, and obviously there's a lot of people behind the scenes which support you through the good times and the bad, and it's a special week to be playing here at Edgbaston. It really is. Yeah, it felt like the stumps were in play all day. That's the way it felt on that wicket. Didn't feel like a massive nick-off wicket, to be honest. Didn't feel like it had the pace in it for that. So it felt like the stumps and the LBW was the bigger dismissal. So it was something which we were looking for. Basically, I think it was trying to find the right length that allowed you to be full enough not to get driven, but still bring the stumps in play, if that makes sense.
Chris, you're a football fan, so you understand the vagaries of VAR. On days like today, are you still grateful that cricket's umpire's call is the worst that can happen to you?
I need to be careful because I've had some go my way over the years. So on a day like this, it is frustrating. But I think in general, DRS has been good for the game. I think a lot more right decisions are given. The only thing I would like to come in, if a batsman decides to leave the ball and it's still hitting the stumps, I think that should be out. Regardless if it's clipping or not.
Yashashwi was there a few minutes ago. He said that a little less seam movement here and a little less bounce. How do you see this wicket going forward? And is there any reverse swing in offer? Do you think that it will eventually come into the game?
Reverse swing potentially. As long as it stays dry over the next few days, it could play a part at some point. I think. I don't think the temperatures are going to get as hot as what it had been potentially, but it's something which may come into the game, especially if more spins bowled. But I think the surface will remain good, I'd have thought, for batting, especially for the first 4 days. I'd be amazed if it changes too much. But as you said, maybe a bit more spin might come into the game towards the back end. No, I think they try to just play the situation. I think we're used to obviously teams scoring at a higher run rate. But through that middle session, I thought we bowled well at them and didn't allow them to get away. I think it's anything the way they decided to play. I think we bowled well and they just played accordingly, to be honest.